Okay, so we've talked about my mom's divorce and my issues up to that point. Um, I really don't like everybody knowing my business, but oh well. I mean, everybody in York County pretty much knows it because anybody that I've ever been friends with, I've told about it. And knowing people these days, they've told their friends about it, and they've told their friends about whatever. Um, anyways, a lot of people know about it, so why not tell the whole world? Um, it's not like I'm giving out addresses and names or anything. I mean, yeah, I've told my brother and my mom's name, but so what? It's not like you have their identification numbers and everything. Um, I don't really like to talk bad about my family, but it's not like they've been saints. And most of them do drink and smoke weed and pop pills like no tomorrow and whatever. I mean, to each its own. Um, I have issues with drinking because I dealt with an alcoholic boyfriend and it was so not worth it. I mean, all that work that I put into that relationship for a year was just not worth it. Um, that's why I don't like drinking. Even though when I was 14 and 15, I started drinking heavily. Nothing but liquor. I didn't drink beer. Um, I couldn't stand what I was dealing with. You know, because this is my mom still dealing with her divorce, even though it was already over with and done and everything. And, you know, my brother was too young to understand. And he was like, why are my mom and dad not together, blah, blah, blah. I mean, for any young child, it's going to be like that. I mean, if you've got a young kid and you're trying to, you know, teach them right from wrong, yeah, it's going to be hard if both parents ain't in the picture. But I mean, you've got single parents everywhere in this world, and I'm not putting nobody down for that. I would never do that because not only do I have friends that are single parents, but my mom was a single parent, and I had to see her struggle. And any time I see a single mom, you know, I ask them, you know, if there's ever anything you need or anything, I can try to help. Because that's just the person I am. And I'm not somebody that's just going to give you a free handout. You know, you've actually got to show me, you know, this is what I do. And I work hard to take care of my kids. And, you know, you've got to be helping yourself before you can get any help. And, you know, that's just how I feel about it. And I'm not going to just give you money or anything like that just because you ask for it. I mean, if I see you really need it, then yeah, okay, maybe. But I have issues with single parents that don't take care of their kids, that have kid after kid after kid and don't take care of them. Either the state does or somebody in your family does. I mean, if you're working and you're going to school or something, yeah, that's fine. Because you've got to have somebody watch them while you're doing that. But if you're out partying and drinking and doing drugs and guy after guy after guy and you end up pregnant again, that's when I have a problem. Um, don't keep your kids from their dad or their mom. I mean, yeah, if the mom or dad is major drug addicts and they could put your kid in harm, don't let them be alone. Because one, your child could get hurt or something. You know, I mean, that's common sense. But I'm just saying, I don't have any kids, and I probably can't have any because I had surgery last April, and I've only got one tube and ovary, and my ovary is blocked by scar tissue, and that is because of my surgery. I have polycystic ovarian syndrome, and a couple of other people in my family have that on my mom's side, so that's where I got that from. And no, it's not contagious, and no, it's not an actual STD. It's an actual disease. Anybody can get it, even a virgin. So don't start no shit with me about saying I'm nasty, because I don't sleep around with a lot of people. I haven't slept with anybody for over a year. Well, almost a year, so fuck you. That's just how I feel about it. Because, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, this person's dirty, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, the whore I know, she is dirty. And she's probably got something with as many people as she sleeps with. And that's how it goes. I'm not going to say, you know, don't sit here and say that I don't do this, this, or this, because you don't know me. But I will say that polycystic ovarian syndrome, about 1 million people have it. Over 1 million people anyways. People all over the world. And they do major case studies on this. And there's a lot of drugs out there that try to help the cyst go away, but they don't completely go away because they always come back. And they make a woman hurt just as bad as labor does. I mean, cysts can get the size of a freaking grape and a grapefruit, and mine was almost the size of an orange, and that's why they did surgery. It was twisting my ovary around my tube and everything, so it was pretty painful. Anyways, so I had to have that surgery, but I got through it. Because I was engaged, supposedly. The guy turned out to be a total asshole and a total liar. And not even a few weeks after we called off our engagement, that's when I moved here, and I found out he was already sleeping with somebody that was supposed to be my best friend. But anyways, I don't really care what they're doing, because it's none of my business. Anyways, back to my mom and them. You know, drug issues. They don't really take good care of their kids, but they take care of them. My mom, she was that single parent that struggled, but made sure her kids had what they needed. And she was pretty much alone for a long time after her divorce until she started seeing this doctor. And they were together for quite a few months, longer than a few months. But then he stopped calling her and stopped talking to her and stuff. And one, because doctor-patients, they can't have a relationship. And two, because he just quit. And a few weeks after that, we found out, oh, he's getting married. He was cheating on his girlfriend, his fiance, to be with my mom. And once she found that out, she lost all respect for him and just couldn't do it. So, in a way, it was good that he quit calling her and stuff. So, that was pretty much the year that my mom got divorced and we had to deal with all that bullshit. And my next video will be about domestic violence, and that will probably run into the next video after that. So the next two are going to be about domestic violence and dealing with it and coping. So stay tuned.